made 181 saves, giving up 35 goals this year. So that's kind of good for that young lady, a junior. So nice to have her on, and we're glad to have you with us today. Lakers have been shut out twice, and of course they played Sioux Falls here last week and lost 4-0 score, I do believe. Yep. So they're in a game like that, and they gave Sioux Falls a good deal. They've had 4 power play goals so far this year. So we'll see. We look forward to it.
It's a tall task for the Lakers tonight, but I think Alex alluded to it on his pregame interview. You have to do everything well to beat this team.
Well, there's no pressure on them.
No.
Let's face it.
Nope.
Nobody expects you to win the game, so you go in there and say, we can do anything, and you can gamble a little bit and have some fun.
Yep, and it can be a little bit of luck here and there. It can fall one way or the other, and this game is all about momentum. You never know what's going to happen,
Well, we saw momentum last night.
Yeah, we saw it last night. Our boys were up 2-0 going into the third period, and 17 or 16 seconds into the third period, they was tied up. So, things can happen.
Yeah, it really can. So,
but the girls are excited. I've talked to some of the girls and the parents when we were down for parents' night and so forth. These girls are excited to play a team like this because you have to play the good teams, and it's something to be said to play some of the good teams and compete with them. You have to. If you're going to be a good team, you have to play the good teams.
That's exactly right.
So we're going to get ready for the starting introductions here.
On Parents' Night, and of course Jim Lloyd will have the play-by-play.
Yep, right
on 1480 KSDR, Watertown, South Dakota.
And YouTube, KSDR YouTube is streaming live.
It's, GoWatertown.net. You can get it that way. So we look forward to it. And then, of course, we'll have a boys' game after that. That's coming up tonight. Sioux Center in Watertown about 8:15.
And we're going to have the starting lineups here for Aberdeen Cougars. Danielle Podol will start at a forward. Katie Holland.
25 goals on the year, 16 assists.
And Morgan Dean.
And Morgan had a hat trick last night, 13 goals on the year, and she has 24 assists.
Shelby Nash going to be playing defense.
Her dad, right next to you.
Yep. Ava Meyer is in the goal tonight.
And Justice Small is the other
defensive. And we have Jada Kranz going to start off at a wing. Emma Feusel is going to be in the net tonight, the junior, as they skate by the fans and throw something into the fans. And Jacqueline Lloyd's going to be on the center.
I think we're in the wrong spot here.
Janelle Lloyd's going to start, and she's going to throw something into the stands. It looks like T-shirts. Jillian Bush is going to play defense. She's number 19 out there tonight. And Sophie Kruger, one of our seniors on the team. She's going to have to try that T-shirt all over again. Now it goes up into the stands. Here you go. So we're ready to play hockey.
All right.
Aberdeen's going to go back on the left side. They're wearing their gold and blue.
East end of the arena.
And to my right side is going to be the Watertown Lakers wearing their white jerseys with the black breezers. As both teams huddle up in front of the net, it's usually 1, 2, 3, go, and we're going to get our starting lineups out there, and we're going to get ready to go. Parker Riddle's one of our officials tonight. He's going to be dropping the puck. We're going to have 2 officials tonight. Jeff, I don't get the name of the other one, but we've got 2 guys out there tonight. Aberdeen's breaking the huddle on my left side. They will be going from left to right. Watertown Lakers are going to be going from right to left.
All right.
As the kids start to funnel in, Lakers are taking a little extra time to be doing the pep talk down there. And the starting 5 will come out. It's going to be Holland, Dean, and Podol. And, of course, Janelle Lloyd, Jacqueline Lloyd, and Krantz. And the puck's about ready to drop. It's won by the Lakers. Down goes Lloyd at the blue line, and a shot goes on by Holland. Goes around the back of the net. And Krantz going to pick it up on the far corner over to Jacqueline Lloyd, gets her sticks on and flips it out of the zone. Back to the defender of Aberdeen. Aberdeen's going to look in the middle, and it's going to go up to Podol. Podol dumps it down to Holland. Holland takes a shot from right in front of Laker bench, and Feusel has it in front of her, and we're going to face off. Already 2 shots on goal from Aberdeen. that's what we're going to see tonight. We're going to have lots of shots on goals. Holland faces off against Lloyd again. I'm sorry, that's Pete's is in there. Podol's over on the far, and there's Holland again. She's going to take a shot right in front of the net, goes wide over into the corner. Holland chases it in the corner, goes around the back of the net. Chased over there by
Gretzky's office.
We'll get to that later, and it's going to be an icing call. It's going to go all the way down to the other end. Aberdeen will get a switch here, their first switch of the game. And the Lakers will take their second switch of the game. So the Lakers are going to counter here with Lloyd and Kranz. And Harrison, Orr, and Poppin will be out there for the Aberdeen Cougars. That's won by Jacqueline Lloyd, but they pick it up in front of the net. The shot on was wide, and now around the back of the net. A centering pass cleared out by the Lakers. That was a dangerous play there. Goes into the center of the net, and puck's loose, and it scores. Aberdeen scores. So Aberdeen gets on the board here with 15:57 with kind of a loose puck in front of the net. And we'll have to get who scored that, Jeff. Number 5. Number 5 scored that one. That was Poppin. Caitlin Poppin gets the loose puck in front of the net, and we're going to face off. Lloyd and Kranz are going to face off at center ice.
That's her 9th goal of the year for Caitlin.
And Orr wins the face-off, and it's over on the far boards on the red line. There's a scrum around, and Jacqueline Lloyd hits it down into the zone, and Aberdeen will chase around the back of their net. Going to try to break it out over here. They're going to try to break out on near boards in the near corner. Lloyd is over there and ships around the back of the Aberdeen net. Kranz chases it over there in the corner, and a shot goes wide, and that's by Jillian Bush. And Aberdeen is starting to clear it out, and they clear it down the ice. Janelle Lloyd chases it all the way into the corner. We're going to have an icing. It's going to go back in front of the Aberdeen goalie. So 4 shots on goal, 1-0 Aberdeen. Lakers are going to get a shift change here. We're going to face off to the right-hand side of Meyer. And Peets is going to face off down there, and it's controlled by the Aberdeen Cougars. And that is Dean trying to get it out, held in by Jillian Bush. And Esplin is there. Puck goes all the way down. It's going to go around to the back of the goal, and we're going to have another icing call. So there's several icing calls here in a row, and it's going to come all the way down. We're going to be in the Aberdeen territory right in front of Meyer. This is Liz Peets going to face off here against the captain of Aberdeen's team. That is Holland. She wins the face-off, and Aberdeen's going to go, and up to Holland at the red line, and Holland's got 2. It's a 2-on-2. Holland's going to take it off the skate of Watertown goalie, and goes all the way back out. It's pinned out on the far board on the blue line. There's 4 or 5 players over there, and it's scrummed up against the boards. Nothing's moving. Holland reaches in there and grabs it and takes it out, passes it over. She's packing it over to Podol. Podol takes a shot. Puck comes out. Top of the circle, Lakers chip it into the neutral zone. And chasing over there is Dean, and Dean dumps it back into the zone, and they'll get a change. Chasing around the back of the net is... And they go down on the far board, and here comes Janelle Lloyd getting it into the neutral zone. Aberdeen picks it up over there, back over to the defense. Defense to defense over to Nash. Nash hits it over in the center circle and controlled by Aberdeen. They dump it again into the zone. And this is Holeen going to bring it around the back of the net, try to break out. The Kranz over to Lloyd. Lloyd in center, skates it up to the blue line and close out of the zone. She backs up, trying to create a little space, ships it all the way up and intercepted by Aberdeen. Aberdeen's going to take a shot. Emma Feusel gloves it. A long shot from the blue line, just inside the blue line there. That was Harrison that took that shot. So they're going to face off. Watertown's going to get a change here. Watertown shifting around just a little bit. They got a couple girls on defense that maybe haven't played it. I see it looks like Janelle's going to play a shift of defense here. This is Kranz down in the corner, going to try to break it out. She's going to scoot it all the way around. Janelle Lloyd beats it to the corner, and she's going to go around the back of her own goal and going to try to break out. Breaks out over to Kranz. Kranz going to try to skip it up the boards, and doesn't find anybody, goes right back to Kranz. Now Kranz is going to skate it into the neutral zone right in front of us, down below the Reliabank booth here, and she takes it all the way into the zone and into the near corner. Controlling the puck behind the Aberdeen bench, or behind the goalie, and looks in front. nobody home. Aberdeen controls it there, and that's Hofer. Hofer's going to try to kick it out to neutral ice. Intercepted. Jacqueline Lloyd tries to hold it in. It's in neutral ice. Aberdeen's going to control. This is Hofer. Hofer's bringing it up to the blue line. Intercepted there by Jacqueline Lloyd, and they're going to try to break it up in neutral ice here. This is Rye. Rye's going to put a shot on goal and stopped by Myrie.
Well, they're doing a good job really at this point in stopping Aberdeen a little bit at the blue line.
They are. You know, there's a lot of play here in the neutral zone, and I think that's where it's going to make a difference.
Yeah, I think that's great.
So here's Liz Pete's going to face off against Holland. Holland wins it. It's going to go back behind the Aberdeen goal, and they're going to break out. Holland's going to bring it up here, and she's going to chase it down, not in time for an icing. So it's going to go all the way back.
Caitlin with 25 goals, 16 assists, and of course you have Morgan Dean with 15 goals and 24 assists. And also on that line, Danielle Puddle or Padal, and she has right now some 12 goals.
Face off one here by Holland. Going to be taken out to the blue line, up to Holland. They like to go to her in center ice. She shifts it back over to Dean. Dean's going to have a wide open shot against our goalie, and it's blocked. And it goes around into the right-hand side. Aberdeen's going to chase it down in the corner. They're going to try to get a centering pass. Nobody home. That was Podell. Podell looked for somebody. Now let's go out to the defense, back down into Dean, and Dean's going to kick it out to defense. The shot goes wide. And back down in the corner is Podell again. She's going to skate it around the back of the net. Podell right in front of the Lakers bench here, going to try to kick it out to the defense. Defense going to skate it out, clear a little spot, takes a shot. Shot goes wide. And chasing over the corner is Dean. Dean's going to be on the far corner, dumping it around the back of the net. That to Holland. Holland's going to have some resistance there from Peets. And they try to kick it back out of there. And here's Sophie Kruger. Sophie Kruger's going to try to get it out. Held in by Aberdeen. Aberdeen, that's small over there. She's held it in, dumps it down in the corner. There's going to be a shot right in front of the goal here. No shot. Intercepted here. Here comes Brunell. Brunell's going to try to get it out of the zone. She chips it off the boards out to the red line. Aberdeen grabs it on the defense, takes it back in. Holland's going to take a shot right from the blue line wide. Anytime she shoots, you got to pay attention. Here comes Jacqueline Lloyd coming up through the neutral zone, gives it up to the Aberdeen. Aberdeen's going to kick it off the boards all the way up to the blue line, and there's going to be a 1-on-2 here, and broken up. That was Poppin. Poppin gets a little wide. She has it back in the far corner. She's going to circle around with it, maybe going back of her net. Looking for somebody in front, falls down, passes it off to a teammate. Shot in front there, and stopped by Emma Feusel. That was a shot right in front of the net. I think that was Stoltenberg that took that.
Well, and Aberdeen is not afraid to take a shot just inside the blue line.
They put any time in the zone. They put it on the net.
They put it on the net.
7 shots on goal already for Aberdeen, and they're going to continue to do that. Here's Orr going to face off against Jacqueline Lloyd. Jacqueline Lloyd wins it over to Janelle. Janelle's going to chip it up the boards, gets broken up there. And that was Sandvig. Sandvig's going to push it down into the zone. And here comes a shot by Orr right in front of the net. And Emma Feusel has that one too. So Emma Feusel's seen a lot of shots here already.
Jacqueline Orr is a sophomore, 14 goals and 13 assists already this year for that young lady.
Watertown's going to get a change here, and it's going to be Orr against Liz Peets to the left-hand side of their goalie. And this puck is loose for a while, and down in the corner, this is Sophie Kruger, cooks it all the way back. Defense can kick it out to the boards over here. There's Rye. Rye's going to try to get it off the boards, can't quite do it. It's Jill Bush going to fight behind the net, kicks it back over to Rye. Rye's looking up the ice. There's nobody there. She's going to try to kick it up. Aberdeen has some resistance there. Here comes Liz Peets to get it out. She loses it. Here comes Aberdeen with a charge to net around the back of the net. Looking for a hole, and dumps it out front, nobody home. And this is Sadvig. She's going to dump it down into the right-hand corner. And it's going to be controlled by Aberdeen, which they do so well down in their zone. They're going to throw it at the net just wide. Here's Jillian Bush, going to go try to get it. And she's going to try to bring it up in the blue line, gets it in the neutral zone. And Liz Peets is going to find it and dumps it into the zone. Aberdeen defense picks it up. Jillian Bush is there to intercept it. Jill's going to take it down into the far corner. Resistance by 2 there. She still has the puck. Takes a centering pass. Nice pass down there to Kranz. Can't quite get it on her stick. Janelle Lloyd here playing defense. She's going to try to shoot it at the net. Not in time. She's going to chase it down in the far corner. That's Holland over there against Janelle Lloyd. Janelle Lloyd goes down. Holland takes it around the back of her net. She's going to kick it out here, and this is going to go to Dean. Dean gets her stick on it, neutral zone. Here comes Kranz. She found it in the neutral zone, kicks it over, and that goes right straight over to Podell. Podell loses the puck. Going to go over to Dean. Dean's going to try to make make it to there, and Crayons kicks it out, and we're probably going to have an icing here.
That's still a good icing call to make right there.
It is.
It slows things down a little bit. 9:22 to go, period number 1. It's a 1-0 Aberdeen lead.
So the Lakers here are doing all right. There's a lot of shots on goal, and Emma Feusel is seeing a lot of shots, and more shots she sees, the better she is.
Well, that's right. Not only that, but a lot of them she has seen. She hasn't been screened on too much.
Holland wins the face-off and gets a shot there by Dean right into the chest of our goalie, and Aberdeen controls it in the zone. Here comes another shot here by Dean. Dean's going to take a shot high and goes up over the top ahead of Emma Feusel, and Dean's got to get in the corner. And Nash has the puck, controls it down into Dean. Dean's going to kick it out and try to get a shot over to Nash. Nash going to take one from between the circles right straight at Emma Feusel. And not too much on that one.
No, it's kind of a floater, and those can be trouble.
If that hits the ground right in front of her, it really gets to be tough. Aberdeen's going to get a change here. That's going to be Orr, Poppin, and Harrison's going to go out. And the Watertown Lakers are going to counter with Lloyd and Krantz. Oh, there's a shot right in front of the goal, and Emma, went in. Got off to the right-hand side of Emma, and she dove over for it and couldn't get there in time. So Aberdeen's going to come away with their second goal, 12 shots on goal. And that one, I believe, was scored by Poppin, Jeff. I think that was the one that was the first one in line. Puck rolled around in front of the net, and Poppin found it. Emma dove over and couldn't get there in time. It's Lloyd or Poppin. Here comes Jacqueline Lloyd into the zone on the left-hand side. She's going to bring it all the way around, looking for a pass in the middle. She gets tied up in the corner. There she got tied up by Nash. Nash takes it away from her in the corner. Krantz is down there to give chase. They're in back of the net. The puck comes rolling out. Aberdeen's going to control it. Aberdeen's going to break out across the blue line into the neutral zone, down on the far goal, and poked away by Jill Bush. Nice job, Jill Bush. Here comes Crayons. She's going to bring it up right in front of us along the near boards here, and she's going to take it out to neutral ice. Gets stripped away. Jacqueline Lloyd falls down, can't get her stick on it. And here comes Orr. Orr's going to bring it into the zone by herself. She's 1-on-4. She takes it in the middle, gets a little left hand, a little backhand, and Emma finds it in front of her pads. Both teams going to get a switch here.
Yeah, 14-1 shots on goal with Aberdeen the advantage there. 2-0 on the scoreboard, 8:14 to go, period number 1.
So it's going to be Holland. Going to face off against Liz Peets to the right-hand side of Emma Feusel. That face-off is won by Watertown. They kick it out all the way down the ice. It's not going to be an icing. The defenders from Aberdeen are going to go back and pick it up in front of their own goal. Going to get it up here, and that's going to go to Dean. Dean's going to try to get a handle on it. They try to slap it down, and the puck goes long to Podell. She can't get her stick on it. We're going to go back down the other way for an icing call. Burnell is out there for the Watertown Lakers. Liz Peets, Esplin, and Jillian Bush. No, that's Holeen that's out there. Face-off is won by Aberdeen. Defender takes it around the back of her own goalie. She's going to break it out along the boards. That's the Dean. Dean's going to kick it all the way up, looking for Holland. Can't find it now. It gets over to Holland off the board. Holland gets it on her stick and takes it in the zone. She's 1-on-2. Holland's going to shoot the puck, and Emma Feusel finds that one.
Good save by Emma that time.
Anytime Caitlin Holland has the puck, she's almost always going to shoot, Jeff.
Yeah.
She's one of those players that puts it on the net, and she's done it all year and scored 25 goals doing it. She's going to face off here down here by Jacqueline Lloyd, and Janelle's going to chase back with Dean. Dean's going to have it all the way down. She's going to try to chip it up into the neutral zone, gets there. Jacqueline Lloyd breaks it up over to Crans. Crans going to kick it back to her defender. That's Jill Bush. Jill Bush going to go the other way to Sophie. Sophie's going to go up to Janelle Lloyd. Janelle Lloyd can't get her hands on it. Lloyd and Lloyd are here in front of us, and it's going to go all the way down into the Aberdeen, and Janelle Lloyd's going to chase it behind the net of Emma Feusel. Aberdeen kicks it in front, and Emma finds it in her glove. Not much of a shot, but yet it was going at the goal.
It was kind of like that lollipop. Here it is.
Yep. Yep. And that was Holland that got her stick on it. Well, like I said, it wasn't much of a shot. So Lloyd and Lloyd.
Already 14 saves for Feusel.
Lakers win the faceoff. Jillian Bush kicks it over to Janelle Lloyd. Janelle Lloyd right in front of her bench. Back to Sophie Kruger. Sophie Kruger's going to skate it into the corner, back up to Lloyd. She's going to try to get it off the boards. Can't quite get it off her boards. And Aberdeen controls it.
Ooh.
And Emma Feusel kicks it out. A little dangerous, little rolling puck there. Here comes Sophie Kruger. Going to kick it all the way around. That's going to go over to Esplin. Esplin gets it out. No icing. Aberdeen's defenders try to break it back out and do so, and that's going to go up into neutral ice. I believe that's Orr. Orr's going to dump it in on a backhand down into the far corner. Lakers go down in the corner, and here's the defender from Aberdeen. Jacqueline Lloyd's over there trying to take it away from her at the blue line, can't do it, and here's Orr. Orr's going to try to get it to the net and does not, and we're going to have an icing call. Lakers tip it down.
Well, that's not a bad icing call to take there either. Just gives you a little bit of breathing room, gives you a chance to kind of collect your thoughts. Slow down the momentum of Aberdeen. 2-0 right now on the scoreboard. 6:14 to go, period number 1. Face off to the right of Feusel, Watertown zone.
Holland faces off against Rye. Holland kicks it out to the top to Nash. Nash can't quite get a handle on it. They get a shot. It's a loose puck in front of the net. Emma's down, and nobody knows where the puck is. So we're going to get a whistle. I believe Emma Feusel's sitting on it. She knew it wasn't in the net, but she knew it was somewhere. So what happens on a case like that, the goalie just freezes, and nobody moves, and we get a whistle. Holland here's going to go against Rye, just to the left-hand side of our Watertown Lakers goalie, and it gets won by Aberdeen. It's going to be kicked out all the way to Holford. Holford gets some resistance out. Now the puck goes out of the zone, and they get it back in. This is Nash. Nash going to take it in down to the corner all by herself, looking for a centering pass, can't find it. And Aberdeen defenders comes up. The Burnell's over there. Aberdeen controls it down into the corner. And here's Holland. Holland's going to look for a backhand pass. Not there. Here's Nash out at the top. She's going to look down into the goals. Gets it down a little bit wide. And it goes all the way around to the corner, and that goes over to Podell. Podell's going to chase it in the corner with Rye. And Rye kicks it over to her. And we're going to try to get it out of the zone. We can't do it. Looks like Esplin's pushing around down there. A widening shot. Tough shot for a goalie. Here's Nash defender going to pick it up short in the corner, and Lakers going to try to get it around. That shot goes all the way around the back. Burnell's going to try to get it off the boards on the far boards. Aberdeen comes and takes it away. Aberdeen's going to kick it around the back of their net, looking for a centering pass. Centering pass. There's one, a backhander, not there, and that's Podell. Podell can't get it on her stick. Aberdeen right now controlling the zone completely with a shot. Shot goes wide into the near corner. That's Nash. Nash chases it down, mishandled down there. She does get a centering pass. Puck is loose. And there's a shot from the blue line. Puck is loose. That was a shot by Dean from the blue line, and Emma Feusel comes up with it.
Yes, she does. Aberdeen, we talk about how they like to shoot, and they'll shoot from anywhere in the offensive zone, but they're also a very quick team.
Yeah.
They're very quick to get to the puck a lot of times first.
They controlled the zone really well that time.
Yeah.
It almost looked like a power play, Jeff. Watertown Lakers win the face-off, and they're going to kick it over to Krantz. She can't get it off the board, and here comes Jacqueline Lloyd's going to kick it in deep. Janelle tries to get it in the zone. Aberdeen kicks it out. That's a pass up above their head, and that's a small puts it on the ice, and the Watertown Lakers find a little bit of the puck and dribble it at the goalie, and that's still a save.
That's right. Neva makes that save. Myhre, Myhre.
Jacqueline Lloyd, and that is Orr down there to face it off, and that's won by Aberdeen. The puck rolls around in the zone. Aberdeen going to try to break it out. They break it out the far side, which they do so well. And this is coming out to the neutral zone, and this is Orr in the center. She's stretching out, can't quite get a shot. Kranz kicks it out to the boards. Here comes Aberdeen in between the circles and kicks it back. That is, we haven't said her name, Poppin, that much. She kicks it back over, and now it's behind the net in the far corner. Aberdeen once again controlling the puck around the back of Emma Feusel. There's some resistance there by Jillian Bush. Can't get a handle on there. Scrumming in the corner. Coming out of there is Jacqueline Lloyd. She's going to get her legs going, and she's intercepted right in front of her bench, and a shot goes towards the goal. Emma found it. Tipped by Jillian Bush. Here comes Kranz, going to try to take it around the back of the net. Try to get some way to break it out here, and against Aberdeen, it's really hard to break out. Janelle Lloyd's against the board. She's going to try to kick it out and cannot. Aberdeen just seems to be in the passing lanes everywhere we go. Jillian Bush going to go around and get it over to Kranz.
Play great position hockey.
And here comes Jacqueline Lloyd. She comes down and going to kick it out to the red line. Grabbed by the Aberdeen defender. Jacqueline Lloyd's going to give resistance. It does get into the zone. And Watertown tries to get a handle on. Here comes Holland. Holland, look out. She's on her backhand right there. She's going to shoot it at the goal. Gets intercepted there. So Holland kicks it out to the middle, and here's a shot from between the circles, and it goes right over Emma's head. And that one goes in from a defender.
And that was Caitlin Holland.
Oh, was that Caitlin? Oh, it was small. That was just as small.
All right.
From her defensive position. We have the guys doing the live stream here from Aberdeen. They help us out with numbers. We can't see underneath the ponytails, but they know who they are, so they help us out. So facing off at center ice, it's 3-0. It's Liz Pete's going to take it in Holland. Holland wins the face-off, and it's going to go down into the zone. And it gets going to come out here. This is Rye. Tries to get out of the zone. It does not come out of the zone. It stays back into the zone. Here is Dean. Dean's going to chase it down to the corner against Esplin. The puck's going to roll right in front of Emma, and Emma reaches out with her glove and grabs it between the skates. Dangerous puck rolling around down in front of her. So 23 shots on goal compared to 2, 3-0 game. So 20 saves for Emma Feusel. They're going to face off to the left-hand side of her. It's going to be Holland and Lloyd. Holland wins it over into the corner, gets upended over there by Esplin. Esplin's going to try to get it out of the corner right by her bench and can't get it off the board. She's surrounded by the Aberdeen players, and Aberdeen's going to control it in the near corner. Tries to kick it out to Holland. Holland can't get it. It's intercepted. That one goes out to Sadvig. Sadvig's going to hold it in the zone. And coming up here, Jacqueline Lloyd comes in and swoops it in right in front of the scores table, and it's going to go all the way down in the corner. Controlled by Aberdeen. Here comes Jill Bush, going to come in on defensive spot. She's going to kick it deep into the corner. Jillian Bush is going to stay around looking for a centering pass. Kranz can't get it over there, and here comes Aberdeen in the corner, intercepted over there. And that's by Holeen. Holeen dumps it down in the corner. Jillian Bush from her defensive spot still working in the corner. Holland's trying to bring it up the corner. Saved in there by Holeen. Going to keep it in there. And it comes out to the red line. Tipped by Jillian Bush. And over to Kranz. It's a 3-on-1, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Kranz takes it in. Kranz going to come around the corner. She's got a couple people in the middle. Going to look for a centering pass. There's a centering pass intercepted. And Kranz is going to come off the ice. I think she double shifted that time. But here comes Aberdeen through the neutral zone, and that's intercepted by Rye. Rye gets it between her legs here and can't find it. Janelle Lloyd's trying to break up a shot there by Nash. Nash takes a shot right at the head of Emma Feusel, and Orr picks it up behind the net. Orr's going to look around, can't swoop. She falls as she passes it. Janelle Lloyd's going to pick it up, and right in front of her bench, she's going to try to get off the board. And we're going to have a trip. And we are going to have a trip here with 59.3 seconds left. And that's going to be Esplin's going to sit for 2 minutes, Jeff. So Aberdeen's going to be on a power play here with 59.3 left in this period, which will continue on over into the next period. Jillian Bush is going to come in and take a defensive spot. Liz Peets faces off. Sadvig's over in the corner there, and here comes Aberdeen. Aberdeen, this is Poppin. Poppin's going to kick it down over in the corner, and they're going to try to. Here comes Poppin and going to get a shot. Broken up there by Peets. Here's Poppin again, controlling it between the circles. She's going to dip it down in the corner and do a little give and go. Doesn't get a pass gone. Here comes out to Savig. Savig from her defensive position. She's going to walk it in, going to walk it over, looking for a shot. She takes a shot off the right-hand pad of the Laker goalie, kicked it back out to defense. Aberdeen doing a nice job controlling the puck in the power play, and this is going to go all over to Sadvig. Sadvig's going to look for another shot, takes another one, and Emma Feusel finds it. Probably would have went wide, but Emma Feusel comes out and grabs it from her goalie position. So a break in the action with 18 seconds left. Aberdeen power play. Left-hand side of Emma. They're going to face off here. This is going to be Orr. Orr's going to face off against Jacqueline Lloyd. Janelle Lloyd takes her spot. And the puck goes down into the corner and controlled by Jacqueline Lloyd with a little few pushes there. She's got it up against the boards, and Aberdeen's going to kick it out. This is Orr going to take it from the defensive position. A slap shot goes wide, goes over on the far side. Aberdeen's going to at the blue line, going to try to take a shot, and this one is going to expire. First period, 3-0. Aberdeen over the Lakers. 26 shots on goal for Aberdeen, 2 shots on goal for the Lakers. A game just like we thought it was going to be. Aberdeen's shooting the puck, and controlling the puck like they do so well. Again, Aberdeen 10-0 on the season, and they are the premier team right now in high school girls hockey. So just like we thought it was going to be, Jeff.
Yeah, and Aberdeen last night, of course, had an 11-0 victory over Huron, and Sioux Falls beat Yankton last night 7-1. On the boys' side, it was Brookings over Huron 6-1, and Watertown beat Aberdeen by 5-3. Those were games that were played last night, and of course, going on today, there's some activity. It's a busy weekend, really, as far as hockey is concerned. On the girls' side today, of course, Aberdeen here at Watertown, Owyhee at Mitchell. That was a 1 o'clock start this afternoon. Brookings at Sioux Falls, that's in progress. And Sioux Center is at Yankton. That gets started. They'll drop the puck at 6 o'clock tonight. On the boys' side, taking place this afternoon is Huron at Aberdeen. Meanwhile, tonight it'll be Brookings at Sioux Falls, too. That's a big game.
It is.
And, of course, Owyhee at Mitchell tonight. 8:30 is they drop the puck. Just before that, of course, Watertown will entertain Sioux Center about 8:15. And there's lots of activity coming up again tomorrow as far as that's concerned. As we mentioned, a lot of games going on this weekend as far as both girls and boys varsity hockey. And we aren't even talking about some of the younger grades, if you will, as far as that's concerned also. Varsity girls standings going into play this afternoon was Aberdeen at 10-0, 20 points right now. They've outscored their opponents 107-6, as we mentioned. Then Sioux Falls right behind at 9-1 with 18 points. They've outscored their opponents 67-15. Then it's Brookings at 6-2. Then Sioux Center 4-4. Huron at 3-6. Mitchell 2-7-0-1. Watertown at 2-6. So they could get a win here. That would put them up to fifth place. Then you have Owyhee 1-4 and Yankton at 0-5. Some of these teams, quite honestly, just haven't played that many games yet.
They just haven't. Yeah, the schedule is kind of different this year. Some of these teams have played 11 games early on, and other teams have played like 4 or 5. So it's really different this year.
That's right. Goalie save percentage right now, as far as the leaders are concerned, you have Riley Van Der Esch at 942. Then, of course, Ava Myrie at 920. Then you have Jaden Runge at 908 and Emma Feusel at 879. She is fifth right now as far as the girls are concerned. As far as the goals against average, Van Der Esch 0.43. You thought somebody was better than Ava Myrie? There is somebody.
There is.
0.67 for Ava right now. Then Jaden Runge at 2.25. Emma Feusel at 4.17. Goal leaders right now coming in. Caitlin Holland coming into this game with 25 goals on the year. Jack Lenore right behind her at 14. Then you have Lily Moon with 12. Of course, Podal at 12 also. You have Morgan Dean at 13 and Kelsey Amick of Mitchell with 11. But you look at that with Holland, Orr, also Podal, and Dean. They have 4 of the top 6 in there from Aberdeen.
Yeah.
And they lead in just about every category. We get down to the assist leaders, Morgan Dean with 24, Caitlin Holland, her teammate 16, Jack Lenore with 13, and Shelby Nash with 11.
All Aberdeen players.
All Aberdeen players. You wonder why they're leading the league at 11-0. And then, of course, point leaders right now, Holland coming in here with 41 points, Dean 37, or 27, Podal at 22.
All Aberdeen
players. So it's kind of interesting how that all works. But that's the reason they're 11-0 and why they dominate the league, if you will, with an 11-0 mark. 3 goals in this first period. Of course, they scored Caitlin Poppin at 15:57, so 2 minutes and 3 seconds into the hockey game. Then, of course, Aberdeen again at 8:54, Kristen Poppin. And then, of course, it was Small, Justice Small, with 2:56 for Aberdeen in that first period to make it a 3-0 score at the end of that first period. Just one penalty so far. That was Watertown. That was Esplund, 2 minutes for tripping. So Watertown will actually be playing a man short, if you will, for 1 minute and 1 to start period number 2. And, of course, in period number 2, Watertown will be defending the goal to our left, which is the east goal. And, of course, it'll be Sioux Falls, but Aberdeen defending the goal to our left.
Yeah, if you look at the way Aberdeen scores, we're in a 3-0 game here after one, and that's kind of the way Aberdeen does it. They get 3 this period, they get 4 next period. They score every period.
Well, and interestingly enough, coming into this game, Aberdeen has outscored their opponents 38-4 in period number 1, 29-2 in period number 2, and they have not been scored on in the third period. They've outscored their opponents 29-0. So mentioned 107-6 right now coming in to this activity. So
in order to stay with them, you have to put it in the net every period. You really do to stay with them, because they're going to historically they're going to put 3 to 4 goals on every period.
Well, and that's good. That's good leadership. That's also good coaching, because again, Shelby Nash says, if you get in the offensive zone, shoot the puck.
And they do. And I don't remember them doing that like they have, but I think they have in the past. But everybody on this team shoots.
Yeah.
Orr is down there. She's shooting. Holland, of course, she shoots. And Dean, they're all put it on the net every chance they get.
Yes, they do. And of course, because of that, you can't really defend 1 or 2 people.
No, and what happens, you end up kind of playing chase just a little bit, and we saw it a couple times. Lakers get their stick on it one time and get an icing call, which is not always a bad play against a team like this, because it gives you a break and basically stops the shots.
Yeah. Well, and Aberdeen not only can shoot the puck, but they also are quite quick. And a lot of times when you are in a race, so to speak, to get to that loose puck, they will get there first.
Yeah.
So they have speed that you don't think about. They're also very quick, but they're also very good shooters. That is all, of course, a compliment to their program, their coach, and what they brought up. It would be fun, and we'll have to ask Shelby when we get done with the game, how come your girls are so good, but the boys aren't quite that effective? Because,
did they ever scrimmage?
I don't know. but I say that kiddingly, because not that their boys team is bad. I really believe, they lost last night 5-3. They had lost 2 games in a row by 1 goal, and I was thinking last night they might lose this one by 1 goal, but then Watertown got an empty netter to make it a 5-3 score. Otherwise, they'd have 3 games in a row in which they'd have lost by a goal.
But talk about a team that came out of the locker room hot last night. 2-0. Watertown Laker boys were up 2-0 going into the third period, and the Cougars come out. In 13 seconds, score a goal, and 13 seconds later, score another goal. Now it's tied up. They're less than a minute into that game.
Yeah.
So it turned into a really good game in the third period, and Lakers were able to hold them off.
Well, and we actually had 2 goals in the first 2 periods. We ended up with 6 in the third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it turned out to be a really good game.
We will, of course, be going to Aberdeen on the 29th of this month. That'll be a return visit with them. Next week, of course, tonight we still have a boys game. That'll be Sioux Falls. Sioux Center and Watertown playing. They'll drop the puck about 8:15. It's Parents' Night, so it'll start just a little bit later. And then, of course, next week it'll be Watertown at Oahe, and we'll have that game coming up for you. And John Winkler, our good buddy from Pier, will bring you the play-by-play on that one from Pier next week. Actually, a Sport Pier, if you want to get right down to the nuts and bolts of it. And so we look forward to that. So the next 2 Laker games out after tonight for the boys will be on the road, and we'll have both those games for you. And then, actually 3, because then they go to Aberdeen.
And we'll be there.
We'll be there. And then they come back the next night for Stick It to Cancer night when they play Brookings. We'll have both the girls and the boys game on. And that'll be on the 30th of January. And we'll talk with, of course, our good buddy,
Jenny
Workus, she'll be with us tonight at intermission between the first and second periods, talking about Stick It to Cancer night.
Stick It to Cancer is we did that last year for the first time, Jeff. And if you want to come to a hockey game, it doesn't really matter if you like hockey or not, but if you want to see a hockey game and have any connection with cancer, anywhere in your family, anywhere in your neighborhood, anywhere in your friends, somebody has some connection to cancer, but you should come out to the rink that night, because it's quite emotional for everybody in the place, and the players are they're all playing for somebody. We dim the lights, and it's pretty neat. So if you can make it to one hockey game this year, come out January 30th, Stick It to Cancer night. It's pretty special.
Yeah,
it really is. And we did it for the first time last year, and I think everybody that was in the arena remembers that night. So come on out for that one. Let's fill the stands, and let's do some good for the cancer causes in town. So
that'll be, and of course when you talk about it, most people that are here will adhere to the wear the face mask rule.
Yep.
Now you and I don't when we're up here broadcasting live, but as far as if we go any place in the arena, we wear a mask, and most of the people that are here wear masks, so don't be concerned about that. And of course, if you come out and say, oh, it's always cold when I go to a hockey game, it isn't cold when you sit on the other side of the ice, other than where we sit, and they have heaters, things like that over there. So it really is quite comfortable.
Yep, it is. And this little arena, we've been in this little arena for a long time. I don't know how old this arena is.
I don't know either.
It's all
40 years?
Yeah, that's probably true. It's all of 30 years old.
Yeah, I don't think that's an exaggeration.
No, I don't think it is. I know it was here 30 years ago, and it's kind of a unique little place.
I came 25 years ago and it was here.
yeah. It's small. It's small. It's kind of unique. You can hear players. You can hear the skates. The music is good. I mean, it's kind of a neat little place. Yes, we want to have a new hockey rink. Yes, we have to have a new arena. But this place has a little bit of character. It's getting what they kind of say wore out, but it still has its little character.
Well, the thing that they're most concerned with, if you're a hockey fan here or in the hockey program, is you have coils under the ice.
Right.
They've been here since day one, and they're getting some age on them.
Mm-hmm.
And so to replace those would be a big expenditure.
Right.
And so you say, do you want to put that kind of money into this place and keep it going, or do you want to build something new?
Right.
And so that's what they're kind of wrestling with. And when they get to that point, there will get to a point if they don't do something soon that these coils are going to give out, and then you're going to be faced with an expenditure that you really didn't want.
Yeah. And
so you have to kind of face the music sometimes.
And interrupted ice time, they've been saying for years that we could walk in this building someday and we could have water. Literally, it's hanging on a thread. They check this thing every day to make sure it's still frozen. That's kind of how fragile it really is. And if you put that in perspective, it's during football season, and, you come in one day and your stadium's gone, right? So, yeah, it is kind of a fragile thing. And if this thing goes out, figure skating and all the ice activities in hockey, it's over.
It's over.
That year. It's over.
At least
So that's a real risk that I think we're taking right now, and the ice, something will have to be done with this rink eventually, and to be quite honest with you,
sooner rather than later.
And to be quite honest with you, it's all about money.
Yeah.
Like everything is, it's money to build a rink, and there's economic impact, and you can go in pros and cons and so forth, but at the end of the day, it's all about money and how much money do we have and what can we get for our money. So that's what's being talked about.
And one of the things that you look at with this whole program is Brookings has ice year-round.
Right.
And I think now that Sioux Falls has ice year-round.
I think everybody in our league has ice year-round. Yeah.
Okay, except
for Yankton. And
Sioux Center, maybe?
Sioux Center, no, I think Sioux Center's ice in. I think almost everybody has year-round ice.
So when you start looking at that way your program, your kids can play in the summertime. Yep. They can go to camps someplace else, but they can also skate a lot more if they're home and you have a sheet of ice.
And the other advantage of having a sheet of ice all year round is that we can have camps. And they do generate money. There's there's figure skating activities, there's camps, there's summer leagues. So a hockey rink year-round would be busier all year round and generating money for the community all year round rather than 5 months out of the year.
That's right. So, but anyway, so that's something they'll have to look at. But anyway, we look forward to the second period. Well, Lakers, of course, defending the goal to our left as you check out your radio dial, or of course on GoWatertown.net if you like to watch it on your computer. And Aberdeen, of course, defending the goal to our right.
YouTube KSDR.
Yeah.
YouTube KSDR is where it is streaming.
So anyway, you can do that, and we look forward to it, and we look forward to the second period.
So we're 50 seconds away from dropping the puck. It's going to be Holland, Podol, and Dean. Jacqueline Lloyd, Janelle Lloyd.
Yeah. Podol, of course, is Podoll, like the doll.
Pronounced many different ways, isn't it, Jeff?
Yeah. Emma Foisel goes, I better get out here.
So she hustles her way into the net.
Just go slow. Yeah.
Trying to get we have a little blurry going on our, so it might be a little blurry on our live stream, but we're going to face off here. Jacqueline Lloyd kicks it back all the way back over to the defense, and that's Poto. Poto's going to be over on the side over there, and that's going to be Jacqueline Lloyd trying to give some resistance here. Aberdeen comes up through the neutral zone and into their zone. Nash going to kick it back over here. This is Dean. Dean's going to look for a shot, going to kick it back over. Remember, they're in a power play, Aberdeen power play. They're going to be in that for another 30 seconds. And from the top, Holland takes a shot. Ricocheted out of there. Janelle Lloyd's trying to kick it out. Aberdeen controls it behind their net. Kicks it back over to Dean. Dean over to Holland. Holland's between the circles. Resistance from Janelle. And they're going to kick it all the way across the ice. This is going to be Dean over there. Dean's going to be in the near corner. Going to kick it back and over to her defense. And defense is going to circle around. And that's Hofer. Hofer's going to take a shot. And it goes in. Hofer comes around the back of her net. Makes a circle and looks back at Emma Feusel and puts it in the back of the net. So, 16-10, we have a goal by Aberdeen. It erases the 20 seconds that we had left on an Esplin penalty. So it's going to be 5-on-5 hockey.
Power play goal for Hofer.
Harrison Orr and Poppin.
Her fourth goal of the year.
Liz Peets and Rye. Orr takes it off the face-off and wins it down, and down into the corners Poppin. Poppin's going to chase it down into her zone, into the near corner. And she gets tripped over there. No call. Could have been. They didn't call it, and there's wrestling in here, and this one's going to come back out to the defense, and a shot deflected down in front of the net. Dangerous Poppin was right there to deflect it, and another shot comes from the far end. Emma Feusel takes it away. Defense falls down. That is Small. She falls down the ice, kicks it back over to Orr. Orr tries to get a backhand and won't go. And Lakers get it into the corner and trying to kick it out. This is Rye. Rye's ricocheted off her stick, and a shot right in front of the net. That's by Small and goes back out. All the way to the blue line's going to come out of the zone. Defense for Cougars are going to regroup in the neutral zone. And we're going to try to go back around. Burnell giving chase there, and it goes to the far corner. This is, I'm not sure who that was, but Kate Holeen picks it up and tries to get in the corner. Puck sits there for a minute. Here comes Burnell trying to get off the board. She's surrounded by Aberdeen. She kicks it all the way back around to Holeen. Holeen's going to take it around the back of her own net. Applying pressure everywhere is the Aberdeen Cougars. And this is Rye's going to have it in the corner. She loses it, a pass in the middle and deflected over there.
Oh, a nice defensive effort there.
And that's Esplin. Esplin's going to take it up by herself. Number 18, Esplin. She's going to take a shot at the blue line. Goes wide. She's going to chase it behind the net and can't catch up to it. And here comes Aberdeen. Aberdeen's going to break out. They're coming up the ice, the far corner over there. And broken up over there by Crayons. Here comes Janelle Lloyd behind the net, going to break up the play. And Aberdeen trying to control it. Lloyd and Krantz are there. Krantz tips it back out. That goes to Holland. Holland gets it on her stick and, of course, takes a shot at the goal. Deflected, and here she comes into the goal again on the left-hand side, and Emma Feusel has it trapped in the middle of a scrum.
Emma gets a lot of practice out there, doesn't she?
She does.
She probably doesn't get that much practice at practice.
No, she doesn't see this many pucks all week. So they're going to face off to the left of Feusel. It's going to be Holland against Lloyd. Puck goes down and it's scrummed around. Aberdeen gets it off the face-off, and a shot goes high on the net. And here comes Jillian Bush. Jillian Bush gets intercepted by Aberdeen. Aberdeen back out to the top, and a shot that's by Hofer. Hofer gets it back, and here comes Lloyd chipping it off the board. That's Jacqueline. Jacqueline gets it intercepted at the red line, and Aberdeen's going to control it. Puck goes back over to the Aberdeen bench, and Aberdeen's going to control it over there. Sophie Kruger is there. Here comes Jacqueline Lloyd, going to try to intercept, and she's going to get a trip. That's going to be a trip on Pop, and Jacqueline Lloyd's going to have an offsides here. Here's Holland controlling. It's going to be a whistle as soon as it goes out of play. 1-1. That's Jacqueline Lloyd is going to go into the penalty box on a trip. So another power play by Aberdeen. Just what the Lakers don't need is Aberdeen in a power play.
You're right.
But they are. That's what happens sometimes. You get trips. If you're a step behind, you get trips and you get reaches and so forth. Jacqueline Lloyd's going to face off here against Harrison. Harrison's going to tip it down into the corner. Janelle Lloyd's going to try to get it out of the zone and can't do it. That is Small trying to keep it in, and here comes Janelle Lloyd. She picks it up the red line. She's 3-on-1, surrounded there. She can't get it, knocks her into the boards, and here comes Here comes Hofer. Hofer's going to bring it up on a breakout, kicks it all the way up, back over to Hofer. Orr's there, and Hofer's going to take a shot right to Emma Feusel, and she grabs it off the pad and into her glove.
So who's the gentleman running the camera tonight?
That's Jeremy Esplin.
Okay.
Jeremy Esplin is the father
All right.
of
He's doing a good job.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he? You keep an eye on him over there.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on
That's
him.
Taylor's dad. And Holland's going to take a shot up between the circles. And
On a scale of 1 to 10, we'll give him a -6.
-6. He's got a ways to go.
4?
If it's blurry or something's not right on that live feed, it's Jeremy Esplin. So this puck is faced off to the right-hand side of Emma Feusel, and it's going to be kept in by Holland. Holland kicks it down, and it goes all the way down. Janelle's going to chase it down to the far. Podell's over there, and Janelle Lloyd's going to face. They're trapped over there. Puck sits still, and Janelle Lloyd's pushing and pushing. She now gets pushed from the back by Hofer. Janelle Lloyd is locked up with 2 Aberdeen. The puck is not moving. We might get a whistle here.
Freeze the puck.
Raya's over there. Raya's over there trying to dig it out. We have everybody coming to the party.
I suppose we better say something nice about Esplin, right?
Yep. So that little play down there started a long time ago in the neutral zone and chased all the way into the corner. Ended up with a dead puck.
That's what you call puck possession.
Nobody had it. Liz Pete's going to face off. She loses it to Aberdeen, and Aberdeen's going to come up along the far boards and into the zone. She's surrounded there by Sophie Kruger. And Krantz is over there, and coming around the puck with the puck is Aberdeen. That is going to be Dean. Dean going to kick it all the way over to the other side, and broken up over there by Liz Peets. Gets a stick on it, and the puck goes back out. Orr's going to chase it, and coming down in here, this looks like Nash. She's going to bring it all the way around, looking for a centering pass. Nash has it near her, and she's going to take it all by herself down into the corner. Again, it's a power play for Aberdeen right now, trying to control the puck. Haven't controlled it this possession like they have in the past, but now they kind of get it under control, and it's going to go pass all the way across the Podell. Podell's going to have it on the far board. She's looking to pass it down into the corner. She does so, a centering pass, nobody home. Kicked out by the Lakers over in front of the Aberdeen bench. They're getting a switch, and the girl that comes on is Harrison. Harrison grabs it when she hits the ice, goes out of the zone. Here's Howling going to bring it in. We're 5-on-5 hockey. Orr's going to chase it down into the corner, broken up by Jillian Bush. Here comes Jacqueline Lloyd. She's out. She's gonna come across into the neutral zone, and she's gonna come all the way across. That's broken up over there by Poppin. They both slide into the wall, and Liz Pete's gonna try to get a handle on it. Here's another scrum, Jeff. We've got a tied up puck. It does come out of there this time. It's gonna Poppin. Poppin's gonna take it into her zone. She's 3-on-1. The Watertown Laker player goes down. Orr's on her knees and goes all the way around. Jillian Bush is chasing behind the net, and into the corner over there is Jacqueline Lloyd.
I think the Lakers have picked it up a step here.
They have.
In the second period.
They have. Jacqueline Lloyd kicks it out in the center. Can't quite get it there. Aberdeen's controlling that. Looks like Orr's going to have backhanded at the goal, blocked down out. Here comes Kranz in the near corner. Kranz going to look up the ice. Cannot get it out of the zone. Here's Jacqueline Lloyd. Jacqueline Lloyd gets in the neutral zone. A little bit too far in front of herself, and Aberdeen defense going to go back with Lloyd chasing behind Aberdeen goalie. Aberdeen's going to kick it out. They do it so well. They kick it out real fast to the red line. And here comes Orr. She's 1-on-2. Going to take a shot, and it's going to go off Emma Feusel's pad. And a rebound goes in back of her. Here comes Jacqueline Lloyd's going to kick it around to Brunell. Brunell's in the corner. Going to go all the way back around underneath the referee. And it goes all the way around. This is Esplin. Esplin's going to try to bring it up on the far board. And giving chase over there is Dean. Dean's going to slam Esplin over against the boards. Jacqueline Lloyd's going to get in the game over there. And here's another play. Esplin and Lloyd. There's sticks, 2 sticks laying on the ground, 4 players. And here comes Holland going to win the race all down in the corner. And that's Holeen. Holeen's going to take it away from her, beats and wins the race in the corner. And they're going to come around. Aberdeen's going to find a centering pass there. And this one's going to come out, we thought to Savig, but that's going to be Holland going to do a backhand at the net. And another backhand in there by Dean. And Emma Feusel finds it.
Lakers have been a little more physical in the second period, and they've turned it up a notch as far as speed is concerned. They're playing with a lot more confidence.
Yep, and you have to. You know, at some point you just have to get after these guys, and they're trying to do that right now.
Kruger comes out.
And facing off over there, that looks like Rye faces off against Holland, And the Lakers do come up with this is Skylar Kuhlman. We haven't said her name much. She's going to try to get off the boards. Can't quite get it over to Rye. And that's upended. And Dean takes a shot. Not a hard shot. Glances off the goalie. Here's a centering pass. But Kuhlman's there to get it. And she's trying to get it off in the corner. And that, I believe, is Hofer going to pick it up in the corner. Kuhlman's chasing. Brings it around the back. And here's Dean. Dean takes a shot off of the Watertown Lakers goalie. Comes loose. Kruger's going to kick it all the way around. Defense for Aberdeen's going to pick it up, and once again they throw it at the net. Here's Katie Burnell on the near board. She's going to try to get it out of there. Rye's going to try to get it out. They can. Aberdeen, like they do it so well, they control the puck at all times. And here's their captain going to kick it back out to Hofer. Hofer's going to kick it back down to Holland, and Holland takes a shot
under the crossbar.
Takes a shot into the far corner of Emma Feusel, and I don't think anybody really saw that go in. But Caitlin Holland, she's going to put it on the net every time it touches her stick. So we're in a 5-0 game. 39 shots on goal for Aberdeen. Lloyd and Cran's going to face off here, and it looks like it's going to be Orr, Poppin, and Harrison. And I believe this is Harrison. She's going to try to kick it over to Poppin, over to Orr. Nice shot at a goal there, and Aberdeen missed one there. And here comes Janelle Lloyd, going to try to get it off the boards. Can't do it. She's surrounded by Aberdeen players. Jacqueline Lloyd kicks it out to her sister, and here comes Janelle Lloyd. Now she's going to get at the red line. She's again surrounded. Aberdeen gets back so quick. She takes the backhand and dumps it deep in the zone and goes back around. Here's Cran's going to pick it up and behind the net. She goes down. The Aberdeen player is there. This is Orr going to try to get it back out of there. Comes over to the far corner. I believe that's Harrison. Harrison's going to look for Poppin in center ice and gets upended there by Esplin. Esplin kicks it all the way back down, and the Lakers are going to dump and chase.
That's small with the puck right there. Yeah, Justice.
And here comes Aberdeen. Okay. They're going to come up through the neutral zone, and this is Poppin. Poppin's going to be on her left side, going to pass it off into the center, where it gets a backhand at the goal, knocked out by Emma Feusel. The Watertown Laker player goes down, and somebody's going to get it for a trip here. And that's going to be Caitlin Poppin. So there's a trip in back of Emma Feusel, and the Watertown Lakers are going to get a power play. The Watertown Lakers need a power play, Jeff.
They sure do. That comes at 7:44 to go in period number 2. And Watertown this year in the power play, let's see, 16%.
Holland and Hofer are going to be out there. Lloyd and Lloyd. And looks like Rye's going to be out there in place of Krantz. Sophie Kruger kicks it all the way back down. She's going to try to get around the zone, brings it all the way back around. That's Jillian Bush going to try to break it out. She's going to skate it up, tips it out in the center, gets it back off of a teammate's skate, and here comes Rye. Rye's going to try to tip it back out. Jacqueline Lloyd's going to take it all the way back in Aberdeen zone, goes down off her skates, up on her knees, and try to create some space. Now she's using her legs up through the neutral zone. She's by herself. She's 3-on-3, takes a shot at the goal. Pretty decent shot right at the head of Myra.
First shot this period.
And Janelle Lloyd's pinched against the boards over there again. Rye's over there to try to help her out. And the puck does come out this time. Jillian Bush going to hold it in, whiffs a little bit on a shot, and the puck comes back out. And Jacqueline Lloyd's going to catch it at the red line and going to look for a teammate off the Aberdeen shoes, and Jillian Bush going to grab it off of there, and it's intercepted, and that must be Nash going to find it over there, and she goes all the way around. It's going to go back down, all the way down, and Holene's going to chase it, try to break out. It's chased over there by Dean. Dean comes up with it in a crowd of Lakers, going to actually try to get a shot on. Here's Holene going to kick it out to Kranz. Kranz going to be in the near board. She's looking, going backwards, which is a good way to create a little space. Aberdeen's got two people in the zone. They're going to chase. Here comes Krantz up. She gets upended. Jillian Bush is going to find it, and she's going to try to get it up, and here's Holland right into her knees, and here's Holland. She's all by herself. Look out. Holland, when she gets it one-on-one with the goalie, like I said, look out, and she scores. Again, 6-0. And that's got to be a hat trick for her. That's Holland that intercepted the puck from Jillian Bush. Those things, when you try to go through the players of Aberdeen, they'll make it hurt. So it's 6-0, and we face off.
Running time.
Yes, it's going to be run time now, so the clock's going to keep on running. And this puck goes all the way down. Rye's going to chase, and Aberdeen's going to try to break it out of their zone. Skating around the back is Sadvig. Sadvig's going to go all the way around. There's nobody there. Holeen tips it in, holds it in the zone. Skylar Kuhlman's out there. And Liz Peets. Liz Peets going to come into the near corner, and here comes Esplin. Esplin with a shot in front of her bench, trying to get the Kuhlman. She can't get her hand on it. And Rye holds it in and takes a shot just wide.
That was a short-handed goal,
Small.
by the way.
Small's going to take it around her back of her net. And it's going to go over to Podell. Podell's going to kick it up. It's a 2-on-1 here. It's a 2-on-1. This looks like Orr and Nash. Nash is trying to find it behind the back of the net. Try to stick it. Emma has it blocked in the corner. There's a pop-up. Here comes, this is Podell. Podell taking a shot. Comes all the way back out here. This is number 13, Justice Small. And she's going to try to walk it in with a backhand. Hits her own player right in front of the net. And Aberdeen controls it again. This is Podell. Podell's going to take a shot from the blue line to dump it in. She's going to go off the ice. And here comes Esplin. Esplin's going to try to walk it up. Liz Peets gets her hand on it. Trying to get it out of there. Picked up in front. That's Nash. Takes a shot. Emma right in front of her and dives on it.
Good play.
Yeah, Emma Feusel looks good in the goal. She's already taken 42 shots. That's Mackey. Number 34, Mackey, took that shot.
Watertown's been outshot in this game, 42-3. 4:46 to go, period number 2, 6-0 on the scoreboard.
So it's faced off over in the far corner. Jacqueline Lloyd controls it and comes all the way around right in front of us, trying to get over to Krantz. Krantz can't get it out. That's dumped back in by Hofer. Hofer takes it over to Lloyd. Lloyd all the way around the corner. Aberdeen player falls down there. They're going to Krantz over in the corner. She's pinned in by Hofer. Hofer's going to get it and takes it all the way around the back of the net. Yeah, and Sophie Kruger's over there. Janelle Lloyd trying to get it off the board. Here's a little pushing match with Nash over there, and here Jacqueline Lloyd comes out with it. She's going to skate up in across the red line. She's by herself here. It's 2-on-3 and takes a shot up and over the top of the goalie, and that comes over to Janelle Lloyd in the far corner. She's got it over against the boards, and it's 2-on-2 over there in the corner. Lloyd looks for a shot off the pad of Myrie. Dangerous shot right there for the Cougars.
2 quick shots, though. 2 good looks.
And here's Janelle Lloyd along the far boards getting a pushing match over there again. It looks like Nash, and the puck does come out. Aberdeen tries to break it out, and here comes Hofer. Hofer kicks it out to the boards. Jillian Bush tries to stop it there, and a shot and a whiff on a shot. That's Rader. We haven't seen her name tonight. She takes a shot from her defensive position. And Sophie Kruger kicks it down, and it looks like it's going to be a icing. Icing it is. So the Lakers playing chase in a 6-0 game here. 43 shots on goal by Aberdeen. Watertown Lakers 5 shots.
Exactly. But running time, 3:10 to go in the second period. 6-0 as Jim mentioned.
Liz Peets going to face off against Holland. Holland wins it with a one-timer missed by Aberdeen. And this is Small going to dump it down into the far corner. Centering pass to Holland with a backhand. Emma Feusel saw it. The puck is still loose. Puck is loose. And kicks all the way back out to Aberdeen defense. Point blank. Small dumps it back down. They're going to start it all over. It goes all the way back around. This is Dean. Kicks it with her backhand over to Holland. Holland with a backhand towards the net. Nobody can find it. And right there is Dean. Puck was loose in front on a backhand pass by Caitlin Holland. And Dean was on the back door for a one-timer slap shot. 7-0. Aberdeen over the Watertown Lakers goal. Here's Liz Peets going to face off against Orr. Orr wins it. Aberdeen is in the neutral zone. Kicks it back
goal
over.
For Dean.
And the puck goes down to the near corner. Chased over there by Rye. And it looks like Poppins over there. Poppin kicks it back out to Small. Small throws it at the net. Emma Feusel has the puck in front of her. And Feusel yelled at one of these girls. And Emma Feusel yelled at Harrison. I don't know what she did. She cut across in front of her, and Emma Feusel doesn't look very happy. Harrison's going to go in I don't know what they called there. Was she maybe in the crease? But she's in the penalty box, so it's not a crease call. A slash. It's going to be a slash. It must have been a slash on the goalie. That's why Emma was so happy about it. So the face-off goes back in. Emma Feusel kicks it back out. Jillian Bush around the back of her own net. She's going to try to dump it up, and she does to Janelle Lloyd. Janelle Lloyd along the far boards. Orr's over or a Poppins over there try to intercept that, and does. Krantz going to pull it back at the red line, and Lloyd goes back over to Jacqueline Lloyd, and Jillian Bush is going to try to bring it up across the red line. Orr is there to face her off, and Jillian Bush gets it back down to Kranz to get it in the zone, controlled by Aberdeen, and they flip it up high out of the zone. Again, Watertown Lakers on a power play here. Here's Kruger going in, getting slammed against the boards by Orr. Going to try to get it out. Here's Jacqueline Lloyd going to skate and get it all the way across to her sister and missed her. And Aberdeen kicks it back down. So Aberdeen's going to continue to try to kill the power play. Kruger's going to get it in the corner, chased over there by an Aberdeen player. He's going to go into the middle, and that is a shot by Dean. So another short-handed shot by Aberdeen.
By the way, Aberdeen is 100% on penalty kills this year.
Tonight too, huh?
Yeah.
So here, the Watertown Lakers are going to be in a power play here for another 50 seconds. The clock is running, so this thing might run out here pretty quick. Jacqueline Lloyd faces off and wins the face-off, and Esplin's going to try to bring it up along the boards and can't do it. Kicked back down by Aberdeen. Here's Holeen. Holeen's going to try to get it out of the corner. 17 seconds left. Here's Holland. She's going to try to get it to the goal all by herself. Jacqueline Lloyd loses her stick. She kicks it over to Kranz. Kranz can't move it. They're going to be content with 8 seconds left here to try to lock it up. Jacqueline Lloyd doesn't even have a stick. She's standing on the puck in the corner, and Kranz digs it back out. Jacqueline can't do anything. She doesn't have a stick. And a shot right at the end is going to go wide. And we are in a 7-0 game. It's all Aberdeen. 48 shots on goal to 5 shots on goal by the Lakers. So, as we expected, we saw a really good Aberdeen team for 2 periods here.
Yes, four goals in that second period. And, of course, in that second period, Aberdeen's hope for a power play goal at 16:10, so less than a minute into the second period. And then Holland for Aberdeen at 8:46. Holland again a short-handed goal at 6:13, and then with 2:23 to play in that second period, Dean from Holland assisting, giving Aberdeen their 4th goal of the period and a 7-0 lead. They had 3 first period goals. That was Poppin, and also Justice Small. So again, it's right now 7-0 after 2 periods of play, with Aberdeen in the lead, trying to win their 12th game of the year. Resurface the Ice. We'll remind you, of course, that coming up tonight, we'll have boys hockey. Watertown hosting Sioux Center. That game gets underway about 8:15 on Parents' Night, so a little bit later start. And then, of course, tomorrow we travel to Huron. Watertown taking on Huron in a boys rematch of 9 days ago, and we'll have that game for you. It's a 3:30 face-off tomorrow. We'll be on the air about 3:15 from Huron with that game coming up for tomorrow. In that third period, there were a couple of penalties. Jacqueline Lloyd, 2 minutes for tripping at 13:42, and Watertown's Poppin, 2 minutes for tripping. Did I say Watertown? And then, of course, Aberdeen's Harrison, 2 minutes for slashing. And there's actually 18 seconds left on that penalty. So Watertown will actually have a power play opportunity to start period number 3.
And Jeff, we're going to talk to not only our cameraman over there, who has volunteered his time.
Does he know that he gets paid $100 a game to do this?
No, we're not going to tell him.
Oh, $100. Let's just donate that back, right?
So Jeremy Esplin, who's a parent, of course, of a player out here, and one of our seniors this year. And Jeremy's so nice to volunteer running our camera today, but I thought it was kind of nice to be able to talk to Jeremy. And Jeremy, you've been around hockey a long time. You've been on the hockey board. You've been in Watertown Laker hockey a long time, and a father of Taylor, who is one of our seniors.
Yes, Taylor's been playing for 8 years. I have another kid who's playing, Jackson. He's a second-year Bantam. It's a great sport. The kids love it. Good atmosphere. It's tough to showcase what we really are when you're playing a great team like Aberdeen.
They're fun to watch, aren't they? They just go up and down the ice, and they just control the puck. And one of the things that Jeff and I said on the air, boy, they throw it at the net, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And I mean, Emma Feusel has just been playing phenomenal hockey this year. Sadly, she's got stop a lot of shots, a lot of games. But
She'll see 60 shots this game.
oh yeah, and she's only going to grow to be a better goalie over the course of the next couple of years.
That's right.
We just got to get our first line fired up and get some opportunities.
So Jeremy, you have a senior, Taylor, and you followed her. When did she start? Did she play like as a mite?
No, funny story is she's playing hockey because of your wife, Julianne. We moved Watertown 8 years ago. Julianne was a teacher at Roosevelt at the time, and Taylor, new student, she asked her if she could play hockey or skate, and my daughter said she skated once. So Julianne said,
Sounds good.
sounds good, let's come to hockey practice, and she did. Kurt Kranz was the head coach at that time. We really didn't have a league, but we did have a U12 program.
That's right.
She came to practice, bundled up because she was extremely cold, but came home and loved it, and has loved it ever since. It's kind of sad how fast it goes to see them at their senior year.
Yeah, it is. But it's also fun to see them out there on the ice as a senior, and the seniors automatically become leaders. They're looked upon by their teammates and so forth. And Taylor is surely a leader on this team. She has been for quite a few years. Now Taylor's also played varsity hockey for quite a few years.
Yeah, getting old and it's hard to remember all the years, but I think she's got to be pushing 5 at varsity.
Yeah. Which is not uncommon in the girls program because they do come up fairly early, and the young girls play varsity hockey, which is pretty normal. But throughout the years, though, that you followed Taylor around, do you have a favorite memory somewhere along the line of Taylor?
We tease her about this all the time. I can remember we were playing in Laverne for a U12 tournament, and we drove all the way there. She was excited until we got in the parking lot. Tears came rolling down. She was so nervous. She did not want to play. As a dad, a little annoyed. Mom told me to go inside. She'll get her ready.
Because you drove her all the way there.
Drove all the way there. And as a dad, I'm like, I spent this time. We're playing. I don't care. But, in hindsight, she did.
like a true parent.
Right?
That's right. I drove you here. Get your skates on.
And as soon as she got past the butterflies and got on the ice, she's loved it ever since. And, it's fun to see these kids grow. I'm fortunate enough, I do coach softball, and a lot of these girls are on my team. They just have a great personality and a great group of girls.
Yeah, this team, like you said, you most of these girls on this hockey team play on your softball team, so there's a pretty good bond with these girls.
Oh yeah, it's just fun. It's fun to see them as a coach and a parent grow to the young ladies they're becoming now.
And of course, all the girls, when they see you in the locker room or anywhere in the rink or at Walmart or wherever it is, they know you right away.
Oh yeah, I get harassed by them quite a bit, but I love it. As a coach, I love to have that bond.
Yeah, it's kind of neat when you can take a group of girls and they play 2 sports together, and they really get to know each other. I mean, we obviously don't go in the locker room, but I can imagine some of the conversations that's going on in the locker room.
Oh yeah, and camaraderie
is
huge between these girls. Like you said, they're great friends on the ice, off the ice. They're around each other 9 months out of the year, if not more. And
it's kind of funny, as a parent, I have two daughters on this team also, and they always do the team building type things. And I jokingly said with my wife, team building, these girls are never apart. So we think we should team build them, get them all together for events and everything, and they were just together the night before. So, that's the way this group of girls is.
Yeah, it's never a dull moment. They're, like I said, great group of girls. They're fun to be around, and they do like being around each other.
They are fun to watch, and then when they're not together, they're usually talking about each other. So no, it's good. But as a parent, Jeremy, thank you for being the parent that you were. I know you've got another son that's going to be coming up, so you're going to be hanging around the locker room and around this rink for a few more years. But boy, you're going to send one off here pretty soon.
It will be sad, but like I said, it's fun to see him grow up to be an adult and send them on their way. Hope you do the best you can and
What is she? What is Taylor thinking for beyond high school?
She has been accepted to Black Hills State University.
Okay. Oh, Spearfish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. She loves that area. She's going to be a physical therapist.
Okay, good.
She loves that aspect, and
Good.
so it'll be hard as a parent to send her that far away, but it's good to let her spread her wings.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to make that trip. You've done that many times in hockey. You know the way there.
Yeah. Any time to get out west, I'll take.
Yeah. Well, good. It's good talking to you, Jeremy. I again appreciate everything you do as a former board member and helping us out all the time. Your wife Fancy, she is the director for the girls, so you guys are both connected with the girls program, and you guys have been a pretty vital part of Watertown Laker hockey and especially girls hockey for many, many years.
I appreciate it. It's bond to my heart.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you again, and like usual, you volunteer. You always seem to volunteer. And I told your wife that we needed somebody to run the camera, and she looked at me and she says, "I know who can do it." Guess what?
I was the third to know. I did know.
So we appreciate it, Jeremy. Good job on the camera. Thank you.
I'm sure you've been volunteered for many projects over the years.
Oh, and I'm sure I'll be for many more to come.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Yeah.
So Jeremy
Goes,
has.
oh, he'll do it.
Jeremy Hesplin, he never really says no to too many things in this hockey rink. He's done everything from laying rubber mats in the floor. He is a flooring person by trade.
Oh, he is. Huh?
And when you need to fit all the mats on the floor in the locker room, it's who else can do that? Jeremy can do that. So Jeremy's in there cutting mats, fit them into the locker room, fitting them into the concession stand, different things like that. So he continually does a lot of things. It's fun to talk to some of the parents that have been in this for a while, this game, He's got a senior that's going off now to college, and they miss it. He's going to be around for a little while with his son, but boy, you miss it when those kids leave.
Yeah. That's when you wish you hope you have a lot of film that you can go back and look at while they're gone, because you're right. Once they're gone, you don't get that back.
Yeah. It brings up a...
So I've always told parents, enjoy these years.
Yeah,
you're running all the time and you're busier than ever, but someday it's going to stop, and then you're going to look at your wife and you go, who are you?
It brings up one of the memories I have as a parent, and as a young hockey parent, had some small kids, and I have 4 of them in hockey at one time, and running all over the country, and that's when the kids were little, and I was just starting to learn how to be a hockey parent and get in the Suburban and go every weekend and so forth. And I kind of grumbled about it for here and there, and I had a person by the name of Gordy Ostis. You know him well in town, and he looked at me one day. He was a hockey parent, a longtime hockey parent many years ago, and he looked at me and he said, "You need to stop complaining about running around the hockey." And I looked at him and he said, "I did that for years. Nobody ever goes broke, and you have some of the most fun times of your life." And he says, "Let me tell you what, I hated it when I did it too. Right now, I would give any amount of money to do it one more weekend." Yeah. And Jeff, I've never forgot that. I've never forgot that as a young hockey parent. And I kind of live by that now. It doesn't really matter. You get in your truck. I've wore out 2 Suburbans. We're on our 3rd Suburban, Jeff. I got 2 girls left.
And you've got a few more years to go
yet. Yeah, I don't know. We probably have to buy another Suburban at some point. But
I think so.
But I'll tell you what, we don't have a lot of those dinner table talks, but if the inside of those Suburbans could talk, that's where our family time is. It really is. And it's been great as a parent, and Jeremy will attest to that too. You wouldn't trade it for anything at this point. So, and then you see the young people that you raise and go on. This hockey thing teaches these kids something. It teaches them how to work, teaches them how to win, teaches them how to lose.
Well, and what they get out of it isn't necessarily what the score of the game is or the games.
No.
It's the friendships, the things like that you make. That you remember. You don't remember the game so much as you do the people. And
we spend thousands of dollars on gas, Jeff, and I wore out Suburbans doing this. But you know what? It's worth it. It's worth every single dollar I've put into it. And so you just keep on going. Yeah. And I think every parent in those stands, as you get these kids that get up to junior, seniors, they've done it a lot. And I bet you there's not one parent in that whole stands that would give it up for anything. So it's weird. It's a weird addiction. And I know this happens also in a lot of other sports. Figure skating gets that way and so forth.
Yeah.
But it's important to do that for these kids, because what else am I going to do besides stuff for my kids?
Well, and of course, Vince Foley maybe said it so succinctly last night, as far as keeping these kids busy like this in a focus on a program such as hockey or any other sport, keeps them away from going down the dark alley and going somewhere else they shouldn't be going.
Yep, and that's spoken from a judge.
Yeah.
You know, a former judge, Vince Foley. He sees these kids come through the court system, and it does make a difference.
Well, and you know, that's part of his sentence with these people. You're going to play hockey.
Yeah. Yep.
And they go, hockey? I don't know anything about it. You're going to learn.
You're going to learn. Jeremy did that with his daughter, remember? Hauled her to the rink and she cried and didn't want to get out of the car. Get out of the car. Look at her now. So Taylor Esplin out here, she's out here as a senior now and she's a leader.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the way it happens.
That's right.
And she'll take some of those leadership qualities right on out to Black Hills State.
Yeah, I think she could probably play on the team out there.
She probably could.
They probably have a girls' team out there. Nice,
I'm not sure if they do or not.
Community.
It's a beautiful campus.
Oh, yeah.
I've been
I
there.
had a son that worked out there for the post office and fought wildfires for a couple of years.
Oh, that's an interesting tour.
So,
wow.
Yeah. So, it is.
Yeah, we
it's an
visited that
interesting
campus
place.
with one of my sons, and it's a beautiful place. It
Well,
really
now
is.
he doesn't live in Spearfish anymore. He lives in Topeka, Kansas, so we don't go to Spearfish. And my wife always says every year, I kind of miss going to Spearfish.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so we may have to do that this year.
Yep.
COVID or not, forget it.
32 seconds here before we're going to drop
after
the puck.
about another, 4 days? Let's see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, 4 days. COVID will be all done.
It will be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It magically goes away that day.
Yeah.
We'll see, won't we? We're at 17 seconds before we're going to drop the puck. And
Jim's going, don't go there, Jeff. Don't go there.
we can. That'll be our post-game show.
By the way, in the post-game show, we will talk with Shelby Edwards, who is the Aberdeen girls coach.
Another person that does a lot for girls hockey all over the state.
And development director, so we look forward to that.
Right. Referees finally hit the ice, and the clock is set. It's going to be run time, a 7-0 game here. 48 shots on goal by Aberdeen, so they have put it on Emma Feusel today with 48 shots. And we're getting ready to face off. Aberdeen to my left, Watertown Lakers to the right. It's going to be Lloyd and Kranz.
That sounds like a law firm.
It is, Lloyd and Kranz, for all your law needs. And it looks like Aberdeen is gonna counter here at center ice. Jacqueline Lloyd wins the face-off. Emma Rader takes off, and this is I just got her name. This is Matke. Matke's going to take it down in the corner. Janelle Lloyd going to try to get it out. She takes it over behind the net over to Sophie Kruger. Sophie Kruger back over to Janelle Lloyd. Janelle's going to try to get it out of the corner.
Aberdeen kills off another penalty, Jim.
So it's 5-on-5 hockey. Janelle Lloyd gets it out with a backhand over to her sister. Going to bounce it off the board. Going to take it off. Jacqueline can't get her handle on it. And they're locked up right in front of the Laker bench. There's 2-on-2 there. Janelle Lloyd, Jacqueline Lloyd's there. And Raiders there. And kicked all the way back out of the neutral zone. Aberdeen's going to control, Janelle Lloyd's going to have nothing to do with it. That is Hofer. Hofer's going to take it around the back of her own goalie, try to make some space. She's going to go back the other way. Going to come over here, and she's going to try to pass it up the boards right up behind. That's Whitty. Whitty, we haven't seen her name that much. And here comes Hofer. Hofer's going to take it around again, going to try to break it out.
Nice
Watertown
job.
Lakers doing a nice job pinching Aberdeen in.
Yeah, nice job by Kate Holeen there.
Kate Holene's playing defense, of course. She's done it all year, done it a number of years. Here's Aberdeen going to take it around their own goalie. It's going to go all the way back over to Whitty. Whitty's going to try to bring it up these boards. She's going to do it by herself. She's skating in the neutral zone and kicks that all the way up into Aberdeen, and we're going to have an offside.
Probably the first mistake they've made all day.
Yeah. Crucial error, offsides. That's Matke going to be offside. She shook her head. She knew it. So they're going to come back, and Holland's going to face off over there against Liz Peets. Liz Peets going to take it off. Holland wins it back to her defensive Poto. Poto's going to knock it in, and that's Esplin going to try to take it off the boards and can't do it. This is Dean. Dean going to kick it over, gets upended, goes back all the way back to the Aberdeen defense, and they're going to look up into the neutral zone. They find Holland. Holland's going to kick it over with the backhand over to Dean. It's going to be 3-on-1. That's going to be over in front of Emma, and Dean gets it back. And that was Poto that gave it back to Dean. So it was Dean to Poto to Dean for the 8th goal of this game. They do it so well, Jeff. They kick it back to one another. Very unselfish players, and that's one of the things that make them so successful. Poland, Holland, Dean are going to stay out there, Lloyd and Kranz. And it's going to go back to the defense here. And this is Stoltenberg. We haven't said her name very much. And here comes Dean again, going to kick back to Holland. A lot of traffic. Holland gets it up and over the top. Anna Foysel and Podol gets it in the corner. And here comes Janelle Lloyd, going to try to upend it. And there's a shot in the middle off of Jacqueline Lloyd's shins. She's going to take it over to the side and it gets upended, and that's Jillian Bush over in the corner. Kranz is going to try to get it off the boards. And they're tied up on the boards. Kranz is over there. Jillian Bush is there. Lloyd is there, and a shot comes in from the defense. Pretty good shot. And that was, let's see who took that shot. Oh, that must be Nash. We know Nash.
Yes.
Shelby Nash took that.
Papa right next to us.
Yep. Her dad's sitting right next to us. He's doing some filming for Aberdeen. And down in the corner, it's going to be Orr's going to bring it all the way around where Janelle finds it in the corner. Can't get it back out to her sister. She's going to try it again down in the corner, Janelle Lloyd. And that's going to be Orr. Janelle Lloyd trying to get it off the board. She does this time. Over to Jacqueline Lloyd, and she's going to do it with her legs. She's leaned on pretty heavy there by Poppin. And Jacqueline Lloyd gets the puck, and they're almost always all over her when she gets the puck. And Aberdeen's going to control it down, and Holeen gets it, kicks it all the way across the ice, and that's going to go over to Kranz. Kranz is going to control it down in the Aberdeen zone. And Aberdeen's trying to get a stick on it here. A little backhand over there. They're going to look for a centering pass. Can't quite get it. Emma kicks it out. Back out to the defense. This is Small. Small goes out of the, thought it was out of the zone. It wasn't. She was out of the zone. The puck wasn't. Here's Janelle Lloyd going to pick it up. Center ice, going to bring it in front of her bench. Going to do it with her legs. She's going to get pinched right in front of here by two Aberdeen players. That was Small. And Aberdeen controls it all the way around. Breaking out to the far boards. Kicking it in the center. Broken up by Rye. Rye dumps it down in there. Peets is going to give chase to an Aberdeen player. And over on the corner there, that's Stoltenberg. Stoltenberg tries to get it back out of the zone or tries to get it out, broken up by the Lakers. And here comes Aberdeen up through the red line. This is Small up to Orr. Possibly popping over there. And Liz Pete's going to try to break it out. They're at the red line and kicked over by Rye. Back over to Stoltenberg. Stoltenberg's going to try to bring it up. She dips it off to her defense. Going to come all the way back up at the red line. Kranz comes out and breaks it up coming out of her bench. And there's a part of a shot, goes back in front, and Emma's going to stop play. With 11:45, 8-0, Aberdeen in this one, 50 shots on goal. So they're going to face off to Emma's left. And Rader takes it down into the corner. She's going to shoot it at the goal a little bit wide. Stoltenberg's going to get it over there. She's back behind her net. Taken away by Jacqueline Lloyd. Jacqueline Lloyd all by herself. Going to bring it up the far across the red line. She's 2-on-2. Her sister's there dragging her foot on the blue line. Going to look for her sister. Not going to go in the goal. Broken up over there by Aberdeen. Stays in the zone. Kate Holeen holds it in. Kranz going to get a centering. And here's going to be a shot by Lloyd. She's wide with a rocket. And goes over to Rader. Rader going to try to get out of the zone and does. There's 2-on-1 broken up by Janelle Lloyd. Janelle Lloyd, an 8th grader, going to bring it up past the red line, give it to her junior sister, and they're off sides. They regroup, and Esplin cannot catch it in the mid at the red line, and it's going to go to Aberdeen. They're going to get a shot. Emma Foysel kicks it out. I thought it was out of play. It's not. It's going to be down in the near corner. Near corner, Lloyd is over there. Lloyd and Lloyd are over there. It looks like Nash is there, and Podol. Podol's going to give chase here right at the blue line, right in front of the Lakers bench. Going to backhand it over and back to Podol, and Podol's going to take a shot. Emma kicks it out. That's Dean that she's playing with. Here's Podol back to take another shot. Dean gets it again and back of the net. Looking for a centering pass, broken up by the Lakers. There's Janelle Lloyd. She's going to kick it out. Try to get a little room for the Lakers. Goes back to the defense. Aberdeen's going to come in. Here's Holland across the blue line. They better get over there in a hurry. She backhands it. Can't get it to the net. She does that time with a forehand. And no. Everybody up here thought it was in, but I don't think it's in. They're going to even review this. we're going to go to a replay from the guys from Aberdeen up in our booth. They're going to replay that one, but they're not going to count it. I'm going to say it was not in. Holland faces off against Pete's. They get a shot on goal, and it goes wide all the way over the far board. That's Joe Bush over there trying to peel it off the boards. The Lakers do. They kick it into the zone. That was Rye. And bringing it up here is Stoltenberg. Or, I'm sorry, that was Stadvig. Here's Liz Peets at the red line, going to kick it in deep. And Nash gets it on her stick and going to chase it into the corner. Peets is there trying to give chase behind the Aberdeen goal. And trying to get it out, break it out like Aberdeen all the way across the ice. That's going to go over to Podol. Over to Holland. Holland's going to take a shot. She whiffs on it. You don't see her whiff very often. She did that time. That's all right. She can whiff on a couple of those. She doesn't whiff on many. How many goals she have this year, Jeff?
Well, let's see.
She had 24 coming in, or 25?
And she
3
has
tonight.
2 tonight. So
2 tonight?
2 tonight and an assist.
Yeah, so she's going to put it in the goal. Here we're going to face off with Poppin to the right-hand side against Lloyd, and it's going to come all the way back in front of the bench. It's Janelle Lloyd over there fighting into the corner. She's going to kick it around to Esplin. Esplin's going to go all the way up to Kranz. Kranz going to try to get off the board, and she does. There's a 2-on-1 here if they hurry. It's going to be 2-on-2. A lot of hustle there by the Aberdeen Cougars, and Kranz does get a shot, kind of a bouncing shot, but Aberdeen hustling to break up that play.
Well, Myrie made the stop. That's only her 6th save all game.
That was Orr showing some speed to catch up to the play.
Yeah.
She was about 5 steps behind, and she caught up to that play in a hurry. Orr and Lloyd are going to face off, and Orr wins it and comes out of the zone. That's Holeen going to kick it back in up to Janelle Lloyd. She can't quite do it. Chased over there by Small. Small's going to control the puck.
This is a period that Aberdeen has not been scored on all year.
Holeen's going to give chase over there. Poppins back behind there. She controls the puck, spins around, going to look for a centering pass. And Emma Foysel found it right in front of the net. So Aberdeen's going to get a switch, and so is the Watertown Lakers. So it's going to be Stoltenberg, Rader, and Whitty for Aberdeen. Watertown's going to go with Liz Peets for the face-off. Burnell. Jillian Bush is out there. Skylar Kuhlman. And this is Burnell going to kick it all the way back to Kruger. Kruger's going to find in the corner, going to try to scoot it along over there to Jill Bush in the far corner, broken up. Here's Skylar Kuhlman going to try to get Jillian Bush, gets upended over there. Kuhlman pins it against the board. Aberdeen players over there. They're going to get it out of there, and here's the defensive position. There's going to be a shot there. Emma Foysel saw it right in between her pads, and she's got it. That was Hofer from the blue line. And she was shooting that before she got it. Facing off to the right-hand side of Foysel, Liz Peets and Rader. A shot by Aberdeen. I think that might have been Rader. Here's Burnell trying to bring it up. She can't do it. She gets upended, and this is going to go back down into Poppin. Poppin's going to take a shot. Rader was there taking a shot. And all the way back around behind Jillian Bush, going to pick it up. She's going to try to skate it out. She falls down, tries to get it to Kuhlman. Kuhlman never saw the puck, and it gets scooted all the way back around. Here's Sophie Kruger going to go back behind Emma Foysel. And Jill Bush going to kick it over to Burnell. Burnell going to try to break it out, can't do it. Aberdeen kicks it in. Here's Jill Bush on the far corner going to try to get it out of there. Aberdeen wins the race. And here comes off the bench is Dean, and she's going to chase it down into the corner. She gets a little backhand shot. It's broken up. And Emma Foysel scrambling. There's a puck loose in front of the net, and Emma kicks it out. Good job, Emma. Back out to the defense, looking all the way across ice over here to Podol. Podol's going to try to put it on goal, and she can't. Here comes Burnell. She's upended. Here in Sophie Kruger. Sophie Kruger's going to bounce it off her own bench. And outside of the zone, Aberdeen's going to go all the way across defense to defense. They're going to wait for everybody to regroup. Here comes Holland down in the corner. Jill Bush gets there first and kicks it all the way out. There's no icing. Aberdeen's coming off the bench. And they're controlling it going across. Here's Krantz trying to hold it in the zone. She can't do it. Here's Holeen. And it's going to go, we maybe had an offsides there. I think Krantz might have been offsides. Holeen went up to the blue line and jabbed it in. And we're going to get offsides. It's going to face off right in front of us. Timeout. Watertown Lakers.
All right. I'm just going to say 5 minutes left, 4:59 to be exact.
4:59, just short of 5 minutes.
Just short of 5 minutes. And, of course, we'll have boys hockey coming up tonight. Watertown hosting Sioux Center. Sioux Center comes in 4-4. Watertown's 3-3.
That should be a good one.
Yeah, and then tomorrow we'll have Watertown at Aberdeen, the boys. That's a 3:30 face-off, and we'll have that game for you as well.
All from the Reliabank booth. We've not mentioned the Reliabank booth.
Enough probably tonight, the Reliabank booth.
Reliabank has sponsored the booth we're standing in game after game.
That's right.
And
they provide the water and the caviar.
Yeah.
And some other things that we can munch on.
They do?
Yeah. So you might be doing the play-by-play. I'm feeding over here.
I don't have time to eat, Jeff. Only the color guys have time to eat.
We have a lot of fun. We appreciate their sponsorship, but we also appreciate all they do for hockey.
They do. They're when they're asking the community, they sure do a good job. That's Reliabank. So it's going to be Holland, Dean, and Pudal. Pronounced lots of different ways.
And,
I don't know how many ways.
We won't even charge Reliabank for that.
No.
That little free tidbit right there.
Free tidbit at Reliabank. And it looks like we're
pay for that.
Somebody's late coming to the party here.
Well, I have 5 out there.
Here, Jacqueline Lloyd's late. Lloyd and Holland are going to face off. They've done it all year. They've done it for many, many years, and that's going to go back into Aberdeen, and that's going to be Nash over there going to control the puck. She kicks it back up. Collision at mid-ice. Janelle Lloyd kicks it with her skate, tries to get it at the goal, can't do it. And here comes Holland. Holland flips it off of her own board. She's at the red line, going to go all the way across. Jacqueline Lloyd breaks it up, and that's Dean going to take a shot. Not much of a shot. Janelle Lloyd chases it down into the corner, trying to get it out of the corner. Here comes Holland behind her own net. She's looking out in front. There's somebody there, and that was Podell.
Let's get a Laker goal here. Break the scoreless tie.
Aberdeen not scored on yet in the third period. We got 4 minutes and 21 seconds to do it. The Watertown Lakers are going to try to get it out of the zone here. This is Jacqueline Lloyd going to take it with her legs. She's going right up. She's going to go around Dean, around her sister. Hey, that's a pick play. That's a pick. Janelle Lloyd has a pick, and she shoots it right into Nash. Not a shot. Here comes Dean in the corner, going to try to break it out. She has nobody to break it out to. Sofa Kruger says, I'm going to dump it back down in over to Janelle Lloyd. She can't quite do it. Nash is chasing over there. Podell is over there. Jill Bush is going to try to keep it in deep from her defensive position. Here comes Kranz, who's filling in on defense. Tries to get it over to Janelle Lloyd. Gets her stick on it, but can't get a shot. Janelle Lloyd's in the near corner. And they're going to go all the way around. Here's Holland going to control it. She's upended there by Jillian Bush. She comes out of there with it. And Krantz broke that play up. Controlled here by Janelle Lloyd. Nice little play over to Kruger to get it back in the zone. But here comes Sadvig. She's going to try to take it. They're all its actions right here at the red line. And here comes Rye right in front of us, Jeff. This is Harrison. Haven't said her name too much tonight, but she's been all over the rink. I just keep missing it. Here's Podell. She's on the far board. Dancing around with it. Gets a little left hand. A little backhander over there, and Emma's scrambling with it. Not a shot, but Emma comes up with it and stops play. 60 shots on goal. I knew they would see 60 shots tonight.
I knew they would.
We knew it. So they put 60 shots on Emma Feusel tonight. We're going to face off to her right-hand side. There's a shot goes up and over her head and collected over there in the corner. This is Poppin. Poppin's going to look in the center. She's got it back in the corner. Chased over there by Holeen. Dumps it all the way back. Here's Esplin going to try to get it out of there. There's nobody up there. Aberdeen's going to control it. Right in front of the Laker bench. And there's some help there. And there's a little give and go. We've seen that a few times. And Emma Feusel right past her over the top of her glove. Nice little give and go there. I think that was Orr and Poppin. It was Poppin to Orr back to Poppin. I believe that's the way it went, Jeff. I don't always see it, even though I'm doing play-by-play. It doesn't mean I see the play. But that's what it looked like to me. So Raider going to face off for Aberdeen. It's going to against Jacqueline Lloyd. Jacqueline Lloyd loses the face-off, but Janelle finds it over, and Jillian Bush going to try to take it down on the far corner, and does get a shot over there. Give a shot there to Myrie. My guess is with 7 shots on goal now, her feet might be getting a little cold. But we got her warmed up there. We got a shot on goal. Let's see. Jacqueline Lloyd takes it off the face-off. It's a scrum right in front. And the puck is kicked out of there. Aberdeen's taking it down. I believe this is Raider. They've got the hair over the top of the number. Yeah, it's Raider. Jacqueline Lloyd tries to pick it up with a backhand, can't quite do it, up to Janelle. Janelle misses, and there's a shot on goal, goes quite wide. And here's Krantz going to try to kick it in the middle. And it's broken up by Stoltenberg. Stoltenberg kicks it at the goal, picked up by Sophie Kruger. Up to Janelle Lloyd, she can't quite get there. And Aberdeen kicks it up the board. Jacqueline Lloyd and Kruger are right in front of the penalty box. It kicks out of there. Aberdeen kicks it over in the middle, neutral zone, and they're into their zone. That is Whitty. Whitty tries to take a shot, broken up by Jillian Bush. There's Krantz coming over there and trying to get it out off Krantz's skate. Jacqueline Lloyd's stick, and Janelle can't quite get there. Back over to Rader in front of the Lakers bench. She's getting pushed over there by Janelle Lloyd. I think Kruger's down in there. Aberdeen gives a little help. Jacqueline Lloyd goes down. Rader's down. Puck comes out. Chasing back in there is Dean. Dean gets it over to Janelle Lloyd. Tries to get it back to her sister. Can't do it. That's usually a pretty good combination, but that hasn't worked many times tonight. Aberdeen very good at holding us tight down in our zone and makes it very difficult to break out. Clock's running. This thing's about over. 2 seconds left, less than one, and it's over. 61 shots on goal for a very good Aberdeen team. 7 shots on goal for the Watertown Lakers. And a shutout, 9-0 Aberdeen.